Welcome to Andi-Co Australia. Today we're going to be talking about the Professional Plus 110 upright range from Falcon. 110 centimetres wide, available in cream, cranberry, stainless steel and black. Falcon's parent company started manufacturing upright ranges in Leamington Spa in the UK back in 1830, and we still manufacture on that same site today. And one of the things that we do is we hold our heritage and our experience and produce a beautiful range of upright cookers. A few things set us aside from a lot on the market. Firstly, our oven cavities are rear-vented, which basically means any excess heat that comes out from the oven or any excess steam from the oven comes out through the rear venting, through the vents at the back, and then out through the range hood and is exhausted outside, rather than across the top of the oven and into ash, which can be quite uncomfortable. Moving forward, the cooktop that we use a triple enamelling process, which basically means the final high gloss enamel finish is very, very scratch resistant, very, very acid resistant and heat resistant, of course, and will look as good in years to come as it does today. On this particular model, we have a 6-burner cooktop. Now, each one of these has flame failure, which means that should the burner go out or should the flame go out, the gas will actually turn off to that particular burner and it will not come back on until we go back, turn it off and turn it back on again. A really good safety feature built in. Over on the right hand side we have a 3-ring wok burner and a very, very large wok ring, which will take the largest wok we have at home and distribute the heat evenly for good cooking. We can take it off and of course use it as a large burner for pots and pans, etc. Over on the left hand side of the cooktop we have a griddle plate. Now this griddle plate is aluminium and it's coated in a material which means we don't need to use oils or grease. We can of course use oil for flavour, but we don't need to. When we finish cooking, it's simply a matter of wiping it with a wet cloth and then drying afterwards. It doesn't need to go anywhere near the dishwasher. And of course we can take that off and we have a large burner on the left hand side that we can use for large pots, etc. Moving forward and having a look at the control panel itself, on the right hand side of the control panel you'll notice that we have a clock. Now this has a minute minder and a forward programming clock, and the forward programming clock is designed so that we can actually start it to cook for a certain amount of hours and get it to finish when we want to. I have a short video here which explains how to set that clock, and when we come back we'll have a look at the oven cavities themselves. To set the time of day on the Falcon clock, we simply rotate the left-hand knob to the left clock position and then rotate the right-hand knob backwards and forwards until we achieve the time of day. Once we've done this, we simply release the knob to the centre position and the time is set. We can set the minute minder by selecting the bell position and rotating the right-hand knob until we get to the time that we wish it to count down. Remembering to turn the thermostat on in the oven will now shut off after the time that we've set. We can of course cancel this purely by rotating the knob to 0 and then rotating the left hand button to the center position. We're now back to the normal time. We can select what we call forward programming by selecting the cook period time, and once we've done that we rotate the left hand knob round to the cook end time and put the time of day in we wish it to finish cooking. Once we've done this, we can select the knob around to auto, and that will give us the time of day currently. We can select back to the end cook time and see what time it's planned to finish. We can simply cancel this purely by rotating the left hand knob to the center position or the manual position, and we now have just the time of day displayed. As you can see from that video, an extremely versatile unit. Over on the left hand side at the top we have our grill. Now this is an open door grill unit with a grill pan on a telescopic rail, which means we can slide it all the way out and work on any food that we happen to be cooking. Very, very simple. Again, open door grilling. Just down below that we have our left hand conventional oven, and in that we have what we call handy rack. Now this rack actually hangs on the door and has 2 different levels. This means we can have different size food cooking, but simply we just put the roast in there and the vegetables in there and it will hold up to 5.5 kilos. Now when we need to either baste the roast or turn the vegetables, we just open the door, work on that, and then close the door. The only time we have to touch the food again is when it's finished and we're taking it out. Of course, we can take the handy rack off completely and use it as a normal oven cavity. Over on the right-hand side, we have our fan-assisted oven. Now this fan-assisted oven is the one that's controlled by the forward programming clock. Again, it's fan-assisted, has the shells. Now this particular oven is 69 litres. The conventional oven, 76 litres. Down below that oven cavity there, we have a storage drawer which is designed to store any racks that we're not using, and just means that we can tuck things away, wok ring, griddle plate, etc. So there we have it, the Professional Plus 110 from Falcon, available in cream, cranberry, black and stainless steel with chrome trim. For more information on the Falcon range, please visit our website at andi-co.com.au.